Now, Eldorados, you know I bring the most insightful, informed, and intelligent experts on my show. Each Wednesday, I bring on an expert in banking and the economy whom I discover. His name is Alex Ebkarian, former banker, current economist, and co-founder of Allegiance Gold. Alex, give us your insight on what's been happening in the economy. Dow Jones down a little bit this year. Gold up nearly 20%. We got the Iran war. Take it from there.
Yeah, I mean, last year we had a strong year for the stocks. And the beginning of this year, we had a few things going on. Number one, anytime you have a big headline, we see a reaction. Supreme Court's decision on tariffs, a new Fed chair specifically to lower the interest rates, and Iran's war that we're seeing. So anytime you have a lot of these new elements, the market is reacting negatively. So what the smart money is doing is quietly going in the background and diversifying in gold. So when you look at the numbers, year to date, the Dow is down roughly 2%, but yet gold is up almost 17, 18%. And the way I like to think about this is, imagine the financial system like an airplane in turbulence. Stocks are the people, the passengers, okay? And when it wobbles, people are gonna move. But when you have the seatbelt on, you have a little bit more stability. That's what's happening with gold. Gold is that seatbelt that people need for stability in their portfolio.
Okay, February job numbers, a lot of people said that it came in bad, well below what experts expected. Is the job market sending a flash warning for our economy?
Possibly. It's the change in trend. So we talked about what happened last year. The expectation was 50,000. It was 1/3 of that. Negative 92,000. It could be very much seasonally adjusted because of the weather and changes in the economy. But think about it this way. When the job number starts weakening, it's almost like the signal on the dashboard. It doesn't mean that the economy is in problem, but it sure shows that there's a signal. So it's just like a heartbeat. If in February we basically skipped one because negative 92,000, that's a big number. More importantly, when consumer confidence drops, they're not going to spend. In our economy, 70% of that is based on consumer spending. So think about it. When spending drops, stock earnings would be impacted, and eventually you're going to see the reaction that you're seeing in the market.
So spending is not dropping, and salaries are outpacing inflation. So those are all good things.
Correct. So earlier today, we had some positive numbers. Inflation for the month of February was stable at 2.4. Now, obviously, it doesn't factor the effect of war, and the anticipation is that if we continue to spend at about 50 to 200 billion, I guess it all depends on how long it's going to take. I've been in the camp that short-term pain is for long-term gain. But I'm in my 40s. But if you're someone in your 60s, 70s, 80s...
Why are you looking at me?
Well, because I'm talking to you.
I'll be 74 next month.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
come on, black don't crack. You know that.
Hey, you said it. Well, my dad is going to turn 80, so
how's he doing?
Great.
His health is good?
He can dance, he can jump, he can plant. He does a lot of things.
Wow.
And he has more hair than I do, by the way. But the point that I wanted to make, importantly, when you're in your 70s, 80s, you don't have the time, and you don't get to have a do-over. So that's why it's important to be a little bit more protective.
Final question for someone listening right now, concerned about the Iran war, how long it's going to last, we have no idea. Inflation, debt, and the markets, but it's never owned gold before. What's the smartest step they could take?
First, you have to get educated. If you have something to protect, historically, there's that one asset that has been around for thousands of years. It survived wars, fiat currency changes, or economic reset, you name it. The proof is in the pudding. What's preventing people is first to have the education. And the most common thing that I hear, Alex, I feel like I missed the boat. We talked about it last week. The forecast of gold is very solid because the fundamentals are there. You just have to ask yourself the question, do I believe that the value of the dollar is going to increase? In other words, do I believe that the government is going to stop spending and we're going to be surplus in our budget? If that's your idea, then gold is not right for you.
Alex, your insights are always spot on, folks. Alex and I have been on stage together at several wealth summits. I'm so impressed by what I've learned from Alex, I became his client. Take it from me. When you work with Allegiance Gold, you see exactly what they pay and exactly what you pay. No games, no gimmicks, just transparency. So call Alex Ebkarian at Allegiance Gold. 844-790-9191, 844-790-9191. Your dad really has more hair than you?
He does. That's why he looks better.
I think I want to see some DNA tests here.
Well, man, you got to take care of yourself. That's what it is.
Alex, see you again next week.
I look forward to it.
Take care.
Thanks, Larry.